That's the thing. Voila! So, welcome everyone to our YouTube channel, 𝗨𝗃. Yeah, for those that don't know me, I'm 𝗨𝗃, music teacher. And today the live is for creating a preset on Quad Cortex. However, if you do not have a Quad Cortex, don't be afraid, don't panic, don't leave the live, because this is also something that will add and help you to create your preset in your plugin, in your Helix, your Fractal, or whatever model device you have, modeler or plugin, or even though you have real amp, that's marvelous. This is gonna help you a lot, because I'll try to explain some concepts and why I do this, why I do that, why we use this pedal or the other, why we have to do this in situations. So I'll try to explain many things that I used to do when I want to create my preset. What I usually like to do when I'm creating presets. So I click on here, go in row 3, and in the row 3, let's go here. I just click it and multiple output. That's it. That's what I do. And then we're going to start with adding an amp. You can start, like, for example, clicking here and adding like noise gates. We can start with a simple gate, it's fine. And I think it's too much. Just let's 68, maybe it's good. And then over here, not that close, because I'm thinking about compressor, volume pedal, overdrive, maybe a wah. So close to here, let's beat 1, 2, 3. Okay, here maybe, yeah. I'm gonna add my amp. So now I start thinking which sound I want. Okay, what is the purpose of my tone? So for example, I'm thinking about something that will give me just clean sound, bright sound, more like a fuzz sound, or let me say something that has more body. I need to know like which clean tone I'm looking for, I'm aiming. So if you are just thinking about some famous guitarists, for example, let's say John Mayer, you want a John Mayer sound. So I would say to you to just go with the what is the name? 𝗏𝗏. Just go with 𝗏𝗏, because he used 𝗏𝗏, or go with Fender. You know, it's something that you have his match sound. But if you want something more fuzzy sound, I would say go with Vox. Vox 30 would be nice. If you want something with more body, I would say to you, go with the Captain. Captain is nice. But you need to know also which guitar you have at hand. It's a single coil, it's a humbuckers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's about the pickups here. I have like pickups that can work with a split coil, like single coil and humbuckers, so I can have both sound. But we are aiming with something that I can play with my single coil first, okay? And I have to taste it and try, you know. I have to really, how I end up with results in my mind, because I try it. I just spend time until I get bored of trying, you know, and also searching and reading about people which amp they use, or let's say, oh, I don't know, for example, Use Your Illusion 2, the album, which amp they use to record. Oh, okay, this one. Okay, they use, let's say, Marshall. Okay, they use 𝗚𝗂𝗶𝗁𝗲. Oh, okay, nice. So if I like that sound, I need to know from which amp came, you know. Oh, okay, that album, let's say Iowa album. Okay, that's come from Orange. All right, that's cool. And because this is the way that you will address the sound that you have in mind. Because, or if you do not like have the amp or modelers to do it, you have just a real amp, just let's say I have like a Marshall and I want like a Fender sound, it's going to be harder. Okay, but if you have a EQ pedal, invest in a EQ pedal, because it's something that you can help with to shape your tone. So with a EQ pedal, you can go in many places you want. Of course, you're not going to be really like original Fender sound with a Marshall, but with the EQ you're gonna address, and if you have a good ears, you like have that sound. So I'm thinking here, I would do one thing. I would just grab whatever thing I have in hands here, plus whatever cabinet, just for you to have an idea of how it's gonna be cool. Okay, I have some pinned here, okay, because I know which one I like it. Just check it out. That's it, my sound. It's cabinet, amp, and noise gates. I like the sound, but I want something that the first instance, like boom, my ear's gonna say, oh, I like that. You know, let's go with Brit. This is, I think it's another Marshall. And oh wow. Woo. Oh wow, let me check it out here. I want to confirm to you guys if this is a Marshall or not. It's a Marshall JTM45 the head. Oh wow. Wow. That's super cool, man. And I'm gonna work with that. It gives me everything I need, like a clean, and if I place more weight in technique, I have my crunch sound. For me, that's the sound of Marshall, you know? When you place more weight and you have the valve sounds is really cool. Wow, I never thought I would. I swear that was not part of my script to work with this. I don't know if I can show to you guys my presets, all of them here, but I never worked with this JTM45. It's my first time also listening this. And I love it. And what about humbuckers? Of course, it's like, let's say, naked, naked tone. There's nothing else there. It's just the amp and speaker. And that's what I'm saying. If it sounds good, it's gonna sound good from the beginning. It's the other things is just details, you know, like it's just the chair in the top. And that's it, man. Yeah. But there's one thing else I can check. That's bright. Let's see normal. Ooh, bright is cool, but normal. I'm gonna go with the JTM. And this one here. That's the boy as well. That's a California. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I was right. California Recto. Recto? Yeah, the California rectifier, I think. Yeah, rectifier. Yeah, the 100 watts. Man, this is wild, okay? This is wild. It's crazy. If I'm not wrong, I think 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗄 Sinister Gaze used this. Maybe, maybe I'll go with this. Why so good? Now let's make a vote. I don't know, I'm really... Maybe I'll go with both. I'll go with both, okay? Okie dokie, I'll go with both. Now, what we're gonna do is two things here. We're gonna split this. Split this. Yeah, because then we're gonna place one here. And it's gonna be the... What's the name of that? It's JTM45, yada yada yada. And it was the normal, not the bright. We like the normal. Yes, and then we go with one cabinet. And we use the green black. Yeah, green black, that calls, I think. Okay, so... Yeah. Oh, hey, hold on. This one has to be balanced. That's it. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's it. It sounds incredible because if you don't know what you have to do, pick both, place both. I do not even to tweak like anything. I play humbucker, going back to single coil. Booster. Just humbucker. Sorry. I was really into it and I lost myself. It's so good. Now, there's one thing that you really need to do when you are doing your presets, whatever, modular, real amp, plugs, whatever, is this thing. In your range of frequency that you have to work, you need to understand that some frequency we have to cut because it does not contribute to anything, just to noise, and we do not want a noise. We want to cut that. So, for example, this one here, what I go here and I cut the frequency that go below 90. Everything below 90 I like to cut, and for this high frequency I cut something around 8K. I really want to work with the best, of my frequency. Like the guitar frequency, it's between, let's say, the best of the guitar would be around 120 to 7K, let's say. I'm giving like a really huge range. And another thing is, you have to taste it. Like, I like this, I can use it, or I can just start diving in all of these cabs, you know. Now it comes the fun part. Here you have to start checking which mic you want and the sound that which mic will give you, you know. For example, 57 I used to have more brightness. And the other mic I used to try to give more body, to mix them, you know. And the best thing for you to do is mute one and check the other. If you're liking this live, please hit the button like, share with your friends, subscribe, because here it's the channel that guitarists will love to spend time, okay? So let's go. What I like to do is just go crazy things for you to listen to the difference. So far, in the middle but far, so far but really in the corner. Go there, my friend, please. Yeah. So you have to keep like, you know, keep playing for you to feel. You see, like, really not strong. So far, I like the position of 45, like thinking about L, like this, the letter L, and like place it here. Check it out. If it's not good enough, you can go one less, one square less, but still in 45, L. Let's see one more less. Okay, in the middle of the second to the third here. Much better. And then we go in, check this. Rebounding is giving us more body. And I'm not going the other thing, I'm going to do the same thing as I did the other one, because I like the 45. Yeah, more for this way. And blend. And that's it, you get it, you know? You see that you have the body, you have the brightness. So now I'm looking for a compressor. I like this guy here, Optimal. But let's try. I think that's the guy. Yeah. So I would place the threshold a bit down. Blend a bit less, 85 maybe. That's nice. I like to turn off and turn on all the time to see the difference. Yeah, it was so bright. It was more controlled now. Much better, much better, much better. We are already doing a really good job. So in here, I like to place a good reverb. Now, they release a new one that calls Blossom. I like this one. Ooh, but I don't know if it is what we are looking for today. Spin around. No, that's not what I'm looking for today. Play it. That's cool. Or maybe Studio Plate, this one is the new one. Super cool. That's super nice. I'm just checking if I really wanna. The high pass here was, that's too much. Wait, hold on. I like the 120, but maybe this is too much. 6K. Okay, I'm gonna use two reverbs. I'm gonna use this one, maybe. Okay, and then, of course, I'm not gonna play with this with two reverbs. I'm just going to swap between them. Wait, hold on. And maybe you can go with shimmer. There's this plate. We already used plate, let's use a different thing. How? Yeah, how. I like the how, but I don't want to work with this. I want a bit more. Yeah. That's really cool. And then I need a reverb. Oh, actually, enough reverb for today. A delay behind of this. I wanna, let me see this one here. The mix has to go down. I like this. We can go with dual delay at the same time, stacks, or no stacks, just like another one, for example, here. I want something like tak, 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 tak. Something. No, wait, hold on. Turn off this. Yeah. That's what I mean. Perfect. And now I like to add volume pedal to give the boost. I think it's gonna be cool. The boost before the overdrive for sure. So if I want to just a little bit of volume, like gain. This will help me a lot. And I know everyone is crazy for this. We're gonna go with the overdrive. Let's go in this one. Something more like that, but not that much. So what I did here was since I just want like a really overdrive, not a gain, really gain, like pedal drive, I went all the way down, and now the tremble cannot be something more bright than the normal clean. It's not that it cannot be, but for me I don't want it. And now the volume. Let's see what will happen if you turn on the volume. To not clip, just mute my mic just for you to listen the sound. Super nice. What we can do is drag this to here, drag this to here, this to here, add a wah pedal, crying wah, and let me just sign now to my expression pedal. I'm using engineer, okay? Okay, look at this, check it out. We can just turn the overdrive, wah. And it's pretty much this of this. And if we want, since it's getting too much CPU now, and maybe you want to end up with some, how can we see how much of CPU you are using here? Let me see. No, CPU monitor. Okay. Oh, okie dokie. These two guys here is really heavy. If you take it out to reverbs and to delays, maybe it's worth enough to place one modulation, because I'm thinking about the modulation. Something with the modulation is going to be nice. Now I need one modulation. The modulation I'm gonna use, there's a lot, but there's one that I really, the 𝗏𝗏 What? There's one that I used one day, it was super cool, I was trying to remember the name, Dream Chorus. Oh wow, that's super cool. That's the thing. Let's dive in our preset, the new preset. So, if you guys like this preset and if you guys would like to have this preset, write in the comments. Let's just hit the button like, because I would like to know if you really like this preset, if you like this live, and if you want more like this, if you want a lead, if you want a specific amp or overdrive to see it here, or if you want to see more dual amp or something like that. This crazy stuff, because this one was really cool, I have to be honest. So God bless you, I wish you a great week, and don't go, check it out the video. See ya. If you did not establish your routine in terms of study, here goes a link that it is in the bio. about my new course. I released 3 volumes, okay, that will help you to master the fretboard from the beginning to the advanced level, where you will connect the dots. Things that was just a separate subject, now you will be able to navigate across the whole neck in all the 12 keys in an easy way. So if you are interested to start your ear good, click in the link